spending a weekend getaway in this beautiful log cabin in the woods. I went here with one of my newer friends that we have just had such a close connection ever since we've gotten to know each other. It's really special. We were joking around that we wanted to go camping, but we ended up being in this cabin instead because we felt like it was just so much easier. We didn't have to think about doing anything or lift a finger. It was just all there ready for us. So that's been really nice. This friend is the type of friend that we can spend hours talking if we feel like it, laughing, or just leisurely sit and read a book. And the quiet is comfortable. This whole trip, if I had to describe everything, it would be simply easy. And I feel so lucky to be here right now. The log cabin is just beautiful. In each window, there's a flickering candle. And when it gets dark at night, the glow reaching out into the woods is just spectacular. We have all these nature sounds around us, and I just feel really connected to the earth here. After having an absolutely fabulous dinner a little earlier, we decide that we want to make s'mores. I think I've been waiting for this the whole trip. I'm so excited. My friend takes the graham crackers out, and I make sure that we have the rest of the supplies. I gather them in the cabin. The bag of marshmallows, the chocolate bar, and we have to make sure we have our sticks. Earlier on, we both picked some sticks off the ground that we thought would be perfect. They're super long, at least half the size of our bodies, and we whittled away the tips so that we could easily slide the marshmallows on. It's such a dream. I open the cabin door, and I can hear it squeak a little as I open it. There's a warm breeze that rushes by as I step out onto the ground. As I walk, I can hear some of the twigs breaking. And then I sit down on this big log right outside where we had built the campfire earlier to cook dinner. I open the bag of marshmallows, and I can feel the tug of it as I'm trying to get the slit open at the top. I put my hand down, and I feel all of this fluffy goodness. And as I do, a puff of sweetness fills my nose. It smells like a candy shop. And I just get this feeling of joy in my heart. I hand my friend a marshmallow. I put the bag in between my legs, and then I pick up a marshmallow for myself. I put it on the end of my stick, and I hold it out over the fire. My arm feels really nice and warm. It's almost like getting a massage. It's such a nice feeling, and I feel the warmth kind of sink in to my arm as if it's sending this healing power of nature into my entire body. This feeling of relaxation comes over me, and I start to turn the stick just a little bit so that the marshmallow gets brown on all sides. I watch the flames dance I see the little bit of black smoke rising up into the air with tiny embers jumping out every so often. The embers are red and orange. Sometimes I'll catch a hint of yellow or even a little bit of blue at the base of the fire. It's so magnificent watching this. Such power, but contained in a small space. For a moment, I just feel bigger than myself and so connected to everything around me. I hear rustling in the leaves, birds and crickets, and even an occasional cicada or hoot of an owl. I keep turning my marshmallow a little bit more, and I think my friend has the same idea. They're starting to melt at about the same pace, and we kind of nod at each other knowing that they're almost ready. I hand my marshmallow on the stick over to my friend, and I get everything else ready. I have these 2 little white paper plates that I put on my legs, and I can feel how delicate they are as I place them down. I open the package of graham crackers, and I hear the crinkle as I pull a set of graham crackers out for each of us. Then I break them in half, and it's such a satisfying crack when I do that. Then I open the chocolate package. I put the chocolate up to my nose for just a moment, and it smells so rich and sweet. It almost reminds me of being in a chocolate factory and seeing all the chocolates being made into bars and kisses. It's such a wonderful feeling. I break off pieces of the chocolate and I put them down on the graham crackers on each of our plates. I smile over at my friend and they hand me back the stick. It's almost completely done, but I want it to be just a little bit charred. So I put the marshmallow down closer to the fire and I can feel the heat even more on my hand. It's so soothing. I see the marshmallow go up in flames for just a moment and I get really excited. I bring the warm marshmallow closer to my face and I blow the fire out. I see the smoke swirl up and I immediately put this charred white, brown, and hint of black marshmallow down onto the graham cracker. The chocolate right under the marshmallow starts to melt a little bit. You can see it dripping. I hand my friend their plate, and then I place the graham cracker right over the top of the marshmallow. I've made this perfect little s'more sandwich. I pick it up with 2 hands, and I take this big bite of the s'more. Oh my goodness. It's so sweet, satisfying. The graham cracker adds the perfect bit of crunch and savory that goes with all the sweetness and richness of the chocolate. The charred part of the marshmallow is just perfect. It's like an explosion of flavor. Oh, and I just sigh and sit back on this log and take all of it in. My friend and I look at each other. We have the biggest smiles on our faces and chocolate around our mouths. It is just heaven. And I say, after I finish this first bite, I would like to officially thank the person who invented s'mores because you have just given us one of the greatest joys in life. And we just spend the rest of the night sitting here, eating, laughing, making as many toasted marshmallows as we please. And it is just pure fun. I'm so thankful.